Dear youth, just know that there is dignity in labor, whatever your labor is. As far as it's legit, there is dignity in labor. Don't let peer pressure or society fool you. Don't let peer pressure or society tell you otherwise. There is dignity in labor. So today we are talking about dignity in labor. I am actually personally concerned, with our young ones in Nigeria, where peer pressure and of course hardship, of course I must agree, has pushed a lot of people into illegal means of making money. Our society actually promotes money and respects money and power and affluence. When you are struggling and when you have humble beginning, people actually look down on you. But once you make money and you begin to be more flamboyant or lie about your flamboyancy or about what you have, you see you attract more people and people respect you and want to be friends. I get that. It's actually a misplaced society, I agree. But it still doesn't negate the fact that there is dignity in labor. I've heard a lot of young people lie about what they do because they feel shame when they tell people, oh, I'm a carpenter, or oh, I'm an upcoming artist, or oh, I'm a nanny or something. They want to mask that up, they want to lie, they don't even want to do that. They go into the streets and do all sorts of things. And then there's a question I ask myself: if there were no dignity in labor, how come people that make money illegally or illegitimately lie about their source of wealth? How come our corrupt politicians actually lie that they are not corrupt? If there were no dignity in labor and you think money gives you all the happiness you need, how come rich and wealthy people commit suicide? Ask yourself that question. See, we cannot fool nature. We cannot lie to ourselves. It's just a matter of time. We can lie to ourselves, but just a matter of time. The truth will catch up on us. So whatever you do, try to be sincere, try to live a simple, happy life, and try to appreciate the fact that your labor is dignifying, no matter what it is. Okay? In economies, they will say there are 4 different types of labor. There is skilled labor, there's unskilled labor, there's semi-skilled labor, and there are professionals. So we're going to talk about this, right? So skilled labor are people that actually went to school, let's say maybe doctors, engineers, lawyers, marketers, those that studied marketing in school, those that went to higher institution, acquired a certificate. With that certificate, they got a job and they earn reasonably well. Okay, brilliant. People in this category tend to be proud of what they do. Some of them actually feel that it's not enough. They lie also because of the society we are in. Let's say you're a banker, you're earning 300,000 naira per month. You still feel it's not sufficient because the society will still look down on you. You know what I mean? But there is dignity in labor. I can't overstretch this because that is what it is, right? So that is the skilled labor, right? And then we'll have the unskilled labor. In this our society, unskilled labor, it could be a little bit confusing because in Nigeria, for example, the people you categorize as unskilled labor are maybe nannies or cashiers. But abroad, nannies actually have certification to an extent, especially nannies that are for celebrities, right? But here in Nigeria, it's just a job you learn by doing. So the way it is in Nigeria, you call an agent actually, you tell the agent what you want in a nanny, they send you pictures, you see one, you like one, they send the person forward, you do tests, if the person is healthy enough, you bring the person into your house, you pay the person if it's a salaried nanny, or you put the person through school and pay for their school fees, and you show them how you want them to help you with errands in your house. So there are no skills or certification involved. You just show them what you want and how you want it, and they will learn by watching you, right? But abroad, nannies, for example, could have some level of certification and experience, especially if they are working for wealthy people or celebrities and all that. But that is for unskilled labor. However, there is no shame in this. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit of a story. When I relocated to Germany, I was a student, yes, but I was working in DHL. I was carrying cartons. We offload about 2-3 containers every day per person. You heard me? Per person. And your boss will come and tell you, Shnala, you will be carrying the carton like your machine. You know, German machine. Oh yes, we work like machines. You'll be carrying the carton like machine. 3 containers you will offload every day, 5 times a week. But I never lied about that. And I'm even saying it now publicly for those that didn't know. There was nothing shameful because I know I was on the trajectory of bettering myself. I had finished my bachelor's, worked in Nigeria for a few years, needed to advance myself, went to another country, needed to sustain myself and eat while I was a student. And I needed to do what I needed to do. And I wasn't shamed for any reason. My friends in Nigeria that were doing well, balling, would call me. I would be showing them where I was working. I was proud, living a simple life because I needed to humble myself, go through that stage, knowing that when I finish, I'll come out better. And yes, I did come out better. Finished my master's, got a good job, and I'm happier and I'm better than I was because I didn't shy away from dignity in labor. But there are some people that will travel abroad and they won't even want to work. Just because they feel, even if they're working, they'll be lying. They won't want to tell their friends in Nigeria because of the mentality that they're doing menial jobs. I mean, what's the big deal? What's the big deal? Be proud of what you're doing. Be proud of whatever it is you're doing as far as it's legit. If you're consistent and put in the work, you'll be so shocked how you're going to come out. Okay? So we've talked about skilled. We've talked about unskilled. Okay, so the third one, guys, is the semi-skilled workers. So semi-skilled workers are those that have a little bit of training. They could have certification as well. So these categories are maybe like truck drivers, maybe carpenters abroad, nurse assistants, like those that actually did a little bit of training, went to school for a minute, and they're assisting the main skilled workers or professionals in that field, depending. Like I said, nurse assistants. So they'll go to school for a minute, they would assist nurses in the hospital. Okay, or truck drivers, they'll go through trainings, get their driver's license for that particular kind of car category or truck category, and then hit the road and all that. And the last one are the professionals, right? So the professionals are those that are specialists in their fields. So we are talking about specialized doctors in this area, specialized engineers in this area, specialized maybe lawyers in this area, you name it. Most times these are people that have PhD or advanced certification, right? They are naturally the highest earned laborers in these 4 categories we mentioned. But it doesn't even matter. What I'm discussing here is not to tell us which one pays more, because I'm sure we all know. What I'm discussing here today is for us to know that there is dignity in labor. And this particular topic is dear to my heart because I've seen a lot of youth in Nigeria waste just because of, I need to make it. Fast lane, I need to make money. People are going into 419 kind of rubbish. People are going into Yahoo. People are going into prostitution. People are going into gambling. People are going into stealing. People from decent homes going into stealing, taking drugs, living reckless life because they need to live that kind of life to attract those kind of people that will teach them that kind of way because they need to make fast money. When you're now humble and in your own space doing your own thing, you're looked at as if you're stupid. You're not wise. This one na Jew man. This one na Jew girl. She don't know anything. She don't Jew. Like this our YouTube now. You see, we are saying things that make sense. Things that will soothe the heart. But see now, our growth is very slow. Imagine if I was talking about celebrity gossip now. If I was talking about maybe Paul Okoye and the new girlfriend. You know what I mean? Or if I was talking about, this channel will blow. But because I'm talking about things that make sense, it's not blowing. So that is what it is. That's what our society is. But it won't stop me. Because those are the kind of things I like to talk about. I want to encourage youth, for those that are willing to learn, for those that want to be better, for those that want to grow step by step in life and turn back 20, 30 years and say to themselves, I'm proud of myself and my journey. Please come. This channel is for you. But for those that are on the fast lane, I wish you well. I'm not here to judge. I'm only preaching my preaching. And my preaching is, there is dignity in labor. Okay? So guys, till next time, always remember to hang in there, for the very best is next. Love you. Ciao.